So I wanted to show a little bit about how the Zork world actually is put together. When I first started this project, believe it or not, I would actually draw these rooms, well, configure the rooms by hand, in a text editor. And that clearly is not going to work out because, as you can see, these rooms get complicated. And drawing these or entering data coordinates in one at a time is just insane. So I thought to myself, wouldn't it be nice if I could actually edit the world from the world? And well, what it kind of turned into is my own little homemade path editor. So from the game, you can always hit E and go into the editor and go back. And that's kind of the natural way to make a map. If you think about it, if you're in it, you can sort of change it. For instance, like let's say I want to decide that this room, which is currently grass, I want to make like a rocky grass. So I just change that pull down, go back from edit mode, and now we get this, well, actually hard to look at room anymore, but you get the idea. I can also like make new rooms. So in kind of typical style, the easiest way I have to do it at least is you pick a room and hit enter to copy it. And just for simplicity, I have a squarify key, which will take a room and find a bounding box that fits it. So I just did that. So here we have our new room. And I'll show you can actually kind of pick nodes in somewhat interesting ways. You can pick an edge. You can multi-pick through, square like that. And then you can option pick like this. You could actually do interesting combinations like that. You can pick a room and you can rotate it either way you want to. And you can also control rotate like that. And then you can add vertices. So this room isn't very interesting. Let's say I want to make, make a little spot over here, kind of round it off a little bit. Who knows? Okay. So now the other thing is in this world, this world basically consists of rooms and hallways. So if I wanted to make these two rooms connected, I just pick any two rooms I want, and hit H, and that will logically connect these together. Initially, hall is just completely auto-generated and nothing new happens. Or say nothing, I didn't have to do anything to the hallway to do anything to it yet. So the hallway just naturally connects center to center of the rooms, and as I move the room, it auto-adjusts. But often we want kind of a winding path, say. And to do that, I just go in a hallway, like any other node, and I find the center of the hall, and double-click, and just like an Inkscape or what have you, creates a new node. Now I can go back to this room. I can pick, who knows, a different texture. Say I could pick cobblestone. And now when I hit E to leave edit mode, let's visit that room for the first time ever. Now it kind of arbitrarily picks the texture for the hallway to be one of the rooms, and that's somewhat desirable maybe. But that can be configured later. So here's this new room. So now I've done this work, and now I've got this addition to the map. And now I decide to myself, well, I want to save this. And all I need to do is I go back to the editor. I hit Shift S to do save. And what that has done is if I now go out to a terminal here, it called Ajax guy, who then made this JSON-based data file, which basically describes the entire world. So if I go in here, you'll see basically the format for all the rooms, the paths for the rooms, the locations for the halls, and other things that are all completely just runtime configurable from the game. But This makes it extremely easy for me to just edit, and create things as I go and save. It'll keep a version of the previous one, so it just keeps racking them up every time you make a new one. And I think that's basically what I show you. Oh yeah, window dressing. You can, when you have your items in a room, you can actually pick the items and move the items around, and then when you save, those also sort of persist. Well, I think that's what I wanted to show. Okay, have fun.